knows Cocomelon? Because I don't. It's a channel for kids, but bad. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much all I know. It's a channel for kids, but it's bad. Frig my life. Oh man, it's like that, or maybe this is what I have seen before. There was like another video of like the kids side of YouTubers, and I was like watching it and I was horrified. I was like, what in the heck? What is this stuff on the kids side? It's content farm for kids without the adult undertones but full for brain rot. Huh. Alright. Alright. Well, I guess we're gonna learn because we're gonna watch this now. It's called Cocomelon, the most evil channel on YouTube. 10 million views every video. What? That's insane. That's insane.
My son is almost 2 and I've been letting him watch Cocomelon, but now I had to get him speech therapy so I can get him to talk. There are hundreds and hundreds of anecdotes in which parents mention the exact same problem. The Cocomelon show is so insanely addictive, it's being compared to nicotine and causing developmental issues amongst the kids who can't stop watching. Children's TV expert Jerica Sand.
Wait, what the heck? I've seen this. How? Hiya is still alive. I love videos on Cocomelon, about Cocomelon. Most are explaining the issues with the channel. Yeah, that's what we're watching now. What the frig?
Calls it the most damaging show a child can watch, explaining the sneaky ways in which they make the show addictive. Firstly, there's the colors. Take for example the wheels on the bus. The three main colors, blue, green, and yellow, are all at maximum saturation, meaning they cannot be made any brighter, no matter how hard you try. Extreme saturation is normally used for alerts and notifications, as it's exciting, dynamic, and attracts attention, which is why—
Oh my god, I hate— You know what? I even went through my Discord a bit ago and turned off notifications or something, or like, I don't know. I went through freaking all the settings. Okay, and I turned off things, and I still get the stupid red notifications every day, all day. Help! It makes me so angry. I don't know how to turn it off. I remember watching Cocomelon when it was not called Cocomelon. What? Wait, what was it called before? Nice comparison with Slot Machine.
it's also used in slot machines. Cocomelon puts these colors in perfect contrast, making them appear even more vibrant, which is different to, for example, Bluey, in which the colors instead blend together. Cocomelon's also different because it's highly repetitive. There's a reason they have 38 videos with over 1 billion views.
What? Billions! Not millions! Billions of views. Are you actually shitting me? It was called ABC Kids. Oh, yeah, okay. ABC Kids sounds familiar to me. Heck yeah, Teletubbies. Oh my god. My mom likes to remind me all the time of how obsessed— was it me? Was it me that was obsessed with— no, you know what? I think me was Barney. Me was Barney, and I think it was my sister who my mom likes to remind all the time of how obsessed she was with Teletubbies. Teletubbies, Teletubbies, ba, ma, ma. Welcome in, Cajun. Bluey is a great show. My nephew loves it. What the heck is Bluey? My sister wanted like this Bluey game. And I was like, what is Bluey? Barney was a classic? Hell yeah. Let's go, Barney! Bluey is like a knockoff of Peppa Pig. I can't stand Peppa Pig. Bluey is a show about a blue healer family from Australia. Oh. Okay. Alright. Maybe I'd watch that. I'd definitely take that over Peppa Pig. When we did get borders open and some franchises invited, I really love to watch Sesame Street. Heck yeah, Sesame Street! Yep. Yep. Big Bird. Big Bird. I have like my parents have like videos of me as a kid, and they would like hold up the Big Bird thing and they'd be like, "What's this? What's this?" And I'd be like, "Big Bird." Big Bird. Yep, I was Barney and Sesame Street, definitely. Ed, and Eddie, and regular show Samurai Jack, hands down. Oh my god. Yeah, I remember all those too. Cookie Monster! Heck yeah, let's go! Let's go!
A child's brain is wired to learn through repetition, so it feels right to them to watch the same thing over and over again. Cocomelon abuses this in almost every video. For example, in the Yes Yes Playground song, they pick a word to repeat 3 times in every sentence, pairing it with a subtly repeating background lullaby, keeping children hooked. Literally no show or movie puts my son into a deep trance the way Cocomelon does. The second it's on the TV, he turns into a toddler zombie who doesn't see or hear anything else that's going on in the room. This is only exacerbated by Cocomelon's subtitles, which have also been a heavy point of criticism. The letters are not educational, I can barely read them fast enough. It's simply another interesting element to capture your little one's attention. Cocomelon explains in every description, our goal is to help make learning a fun and enjoyable experience for kids, giving you the peace of mind that your children are receiving quality educational content.
Except my kid needs speech therapy now because they never learned to talk. Oh my god. Also, heck yeah, Beyblade! Freaking, oh my god, I freaking ran home all the time to watch Beyblade after school. I was so excited. I had the biggest crush on Kai. Cookie Monster's real name is Sid, but he's so far gone with the cookie addiction he's forgotten. Really? Did I know that? I don't think I knew that. Interesting. Hell yeah, Kai was like my husbando. Didn't know it at the time, but you know, he would have been my husbando. Beyblade for me was my childhood show. I miss it. Yep. Yep. I even got like the me and my sister even got like the little Beyblade stadium thing, and then we got our own Beyblades, and we used to have like frig my life Beyblade battles all the time. It was so fun. We used to get pissed at each other. Yours spins better. That's not fair. I want to use yours next time when we battle next. I'm using that one. I used to record it on VHS. Oh my gosh. The OG with actual metal rings and even ball bearing in one. Oh, damn. Yeah, actually, yeah. We had some metal ones too. Those are the ones we fought over, so. When I was a kid, I watched Soviet cartoons. They taught me how to be a good person. Oh, you know what? Like, yeah, Cyberos. That's really good, though, for cartoons to do that. My mom would always call it Blade. Oh my gosh. Are you having fun watching your Blade show? It's not Blade, Mom. It's Beyblade. My favorite show as a kid was Scooby-Doo. Oh, man. My sister... Okay, you know what? My sister's a Gen Z. Makes sense. She loved Scooby-Doo. And she made me she wanted me to watch it all the time, and I kid you not, I was such a weenie that it actually scared me. But I watched it anyways. But it actually scared me. Need to watch Degenerosity? What the heck is that? I think I own 2 Blade. Wow. Now I'm gonna start saying Blade. Damn it. Damn it.
People have argued that they're teaching exactly what children shouldn't do. For example, in the No bedtime song, the baby refuses to brush his teeth, have a bath, put on pajamas, or get in bed. The education is that he eventually agrees to do so, yet a TikTok user was critical, stating, "Anytime I'd ask my son to do a simple task, he'd say no. He's sitting there watching Cocomelon, which taught him no, and to say no to me." On the topic of education, Jerica Sands stated, "These people don't give a shit about our children. They care about money."
Well, obviously.
That's it. Your child's cognitive development in direct exchange for their wealth, and there's pretty good evidence supporting this. A New York Times journalist visited Cocomelon's studio, discovering their #1 focus is keeping children hooked. Cocomelon's data and analytics team sifts constantly through YouTube numbers to determine exactly what resonates. Should a girl wear black jeans or blue jeans? Should the music be louder or softer? Should the bus be yellow or red? Yellow is the answer, as they use a darker method to ensure that they're correct. Cocomelon has a dedicated Distractatron room, in which once a month children are brought here one at a time and shown a handful of episodes to figure out exactly which parts of the shows are engaging and which are tuned out.
Wow.
Next to the TV playing Cocomelon, there's a second screen which plays a continuous loop of banal real-world scenes. A guy pouring a cup of coffee, someone getting a haircut, each lasting about 20 seconds. Whenever a youngster looks away from the Moonbug show to glimpse the Distractatron, a note is jotted down.
What?
We can see what they're looking at and the exact moment when they got distracted.
Wow, so then they would put that... Wait, so then they would put that in the Cocomelon thing to make it more addictive, because if the kid looked away, then that means that thing was distracting them from Cocomelon. So that can't happen, so we have to put that thing in Cocomelon. What is degenerosity? I've never heard of that.
For education clearly isn't the primary goal. Keeping kids' attention is, and this is proven by Cocomelon's most addictive element, rapid camera cutting. It's crazy how many times the frame changes on Cocomelon. It's the same type of addicting behavior that we experience on a TikTok binge. It's the quick change of frame that releases that dopamine and makes the videos addicting to watch. Count the seconds between a change of frame. Well, TikToker the Circus Brain did exactly this. He firstly counts the changes on My Little Pony, concluding there's about 6 seconds between each cut. He then compares it to Cocomelon.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1.
In her video, The Nightmare That Is Cocomelon, Savantix draws a similar conclusion. She found that 96% of the shots in Baby Shark were shorter than 2 seconds. She then compares 4 different animated shows, again finding Cocomelon has the shorter shots.
The longest shot on a Cocomelon video was 6 seconds. The longest shot on Arcane was 8 seconds. The longest shot on Bluey was 27 seconds. And the longest shot on Encanto was 18 seconds.
Which, when combined with every other element, creates some terrifying statistics. Dr. Kristen Summer explained that when shown...
Wait, does that mean Arcane's in on it too? Oh my gosh! Hello Hex, welcome in! Can't have them pay too much attention? Yeah. They gotta keep it exciting. They gotta keep those scenes changing every couple of seconds. Let's go.
Showing an infant normal video content, they'll focus on the screen just 11% of the time. However, when the video is instead switched to Cocomelon, their screen engagement skyrockets to a whopping 74%.
Wow.
This therefore produces stories such as this. I used to volunteer for a preschool and they had song time. A Cocomelon video came on and all of the tots stopped what they were doing, put down their cheese crackers, and remained fixated on the screen for the duration of the video. It was
sounds like they're like, oh my god, what is it, hypnotizing them? I'm just picturing you're in this room with like 20 toddlers, okay? You're in this room with 20 toddlers and like, you know, they're doing all their own thing. They're doing their own thing. And then you put on a Cocomelon thing and all of a sudden all the toddlers just like stand up and they're just like super straight and they all turn their heads at the same time. What the freak? Yeah, like they're freaking being brainwashed. Oh my gosh.
was honestly kind of terrifying. YouTuber Saberspark shared his own personal anecdote. He asked to watch a Disney movie with his two younger cousins, who both completely refused, and instead spent all day glued to an iPad playing the addictive show. In Cocomelon Made My Kid a Zombie, a mother talks about her son. He would be in a daze while watching it. You could be waving your hand right in front of his face, and he wouldn't move. It was almost scary. This was also discovered by Sarah Mills 98, who explained when the Cocomelon addiction is so real that my 1-year-old can navigate the TV to turn it on by himself. However, nothing shows the addiction better than the Cocomelon TikTok trend. Parents will play the show's intro loudly and video their kids sprinting toward the television, where you can witness their mood change instantly. The New York Times journalist found something similar. The kid in the Distractotron had shown up in the midst of a tantrum, which ended the second he heard the Cocomelon theme song. It was no surprise to Wheeler, the head of research. 99% of kids, he said, if they're having issues when they get here, once that Cocomelon song comes on, they're like, ah, life is okay, all is good with the world.
Oh my gosh. What the hell? Like, what the heck? My brother has a rule for my nephew that he isn't allowed to watch Cocomelon. Yeah. If I ever have a kid, they ain't watching Cocomelon. They are not watching Cocomelon. I'll friggin' put like Pokemon and stuff on for them. I'll put the stuff that I grew up with on. I can't stand. What the hell is this? Get out of here. Okay. I don't know. I cannot stand the kids shows that are out these days. I cannot stand them at all. I ain't never giving my kids phones and tablets. Yeah, like, honestly, me either. You buy an $800 tablet and your kids, like, got their slobbery, cheesy-filled hands all over the screen. Like, no. No, thank you. No, thank you. Mama. This is actually disturbing, like, on a deep level. Yeah, like, how the hell do they have kids literally brainwashed? It's like they turn into robots. My nephew loves Adventure Time, though. Oh. I know what Adventure Time is. I know what is it? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. I had to look it up, but yeah. Now I know what it is. I will be morbidly curious to see how these kids end up, because it will be horrifying. Yeah, they literally turn into, like, robots or something when the show comes on. Like, I don't understand. Toddlers are destructive. No way I'm giving them a tablet. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand it either. I watch a kid playing with a tablet. I'm just, like, sitting there panicking the whole time. I'm like, I know how much that thing is worth, and you're letting them just, like, freaky. They could just smash it and bam, it's gone. Or, like, and especially if you let them play with your phone. Like, that's your phone. You're letting them play with it. No! At least get them like some cheap throwaway phone or something. But tablets, no. Open mouth coughing toddler is a stereotype for a reason. What is Ren and Stimpy? Oh god. My uncle literally gives his toddler a tablet and it's like they already know how to operate it at her age. Damn. Like, I mean, it's good for them to know, like, to learn how to use the technology, but I don't think they need to start learning at that age. Like, it's just too young. Take them outside and do, like, take them outside and stuff. Like, I don't know. Let them play with Lego. Ren and Stimpy is a weird cartoon. Art house stuff, if you ask me. It got turned into an adult cartoon? Oh my. What the heck? Ren and Stimpy. Oh! Oh! Oh, I can't stand this art style. I can't. I really can't. I couldn't watch this. Nope. I can't do it. I can't. Shame on me, maybe, but I can't. It was bizarre and highly inappropriate, but it was a 90s cartoon. We're gonna lose Hoshi. Don't look. I closed the tab. I closed the tab. I'm safe. I'm safe.
Obviously, there's a reason for this. Cocomelon is so hyper-stimulating that it actually acts as a drug, and what happens when you take the drug away. Young children experiencing symptoms of addiction and withdrawal, obviously leaving them completely dysregulated. TikTok user ThePoff1 filmed what happens when you take the show away, explaining he'll be inconsolable for at least 10 to 15 mins after, adding in the description, Cocomelon meltdown is legit. Once you have a taste of the cocoa, it's hard to break the addiction, which this Reddit user had experienced even worse.
Hell no.
My husband and I have been worried about our child. I can slowly see how she'd throw violent tantrums at home and in church whenever she'd get bored and would want to watch the show. Her behavior changes the moment she watches the show, and she will not even eat her meals if she wouldn't watch it. After these tantrums end, kids can experience a general discomfort in the speed of everyday life. The more they watch the show, the more their brain begins to expect this intense level of stimulation.
Basically, Cocomelon overstimulates their brains so much that everything else just seems slow and boring in comparison.
However, the potential consequences get much worse than this. As mentioned at the start, it was the cause of a child's speaking problems, with a notable reply reading, "Same thing happened with my daughter too. She's 4 but can't speak properly. She knows the words, but she does not like to frame the sentence or speech. She has been watching these Cocomelons or such other stuffs for 2 or 3 years.
Wow.
Hope we're not too late." Over on Reddit, a speech language pathologist explained, "Screen time in general is linked with speech delays for a variety of reasons, but Cocomelon is excessively bad. Firstly, unlike other TV shows or movies, it doesn't have a story. It's just very short clips with poorly written songs. The kids aren't able to follow the plot, learn vocabulary, and see the resolution of a conflict, supported by infant specialist Meg Fora."
And the problem with fast-paced TV programs is that we find that little one's language development is slower.
On the Agents of Speech YouTube channel,
it's literally just brain rot. Oh my god.
Is again confirmed.
The main problem with watching videos on the internet is that they don't know how to use the language that they learn.
But he adds that 4 to 5 hours of screen time per day can make a toddler completely non-verbal. 4 to 5 hours is obviously a lot of time, but in Cocomelon made—
That's a lot. What the heck? 4 to 5 hours of screen time? Wow, like as an adult, you know, you're probably getting a lot more than that, but like, that's for kids. Oh my gosh.
My Kid a Zombie, researchers discovered that 5-year-olds who watch more than 2 hours of TV a day tended to have lower attention spans and were 7.7 times more likely to show symptoms of ADHD. These screen times might be even lower for Cocomelon specifically because, as explained by Jerica Sands, not all screen time is created equal. A child who just watched 30 minutes of Cocomelon and a child who just watched 30 minutes of Trash Truck will look like a very, very different child. Thankfully, here lies a simple solution. Sierra Renee explained, my 2-year-old is speech delayed and addicted to Cocomelon. Switched to Miss Rachel 2 days ago, and he's already saying more words and hasn't had any tantrums. Kim.it shared an almost identical anecdote. My 8-month-old was obsessed with Cocomelon and having bad tantrums, so I cancelled Cocomelon and only let her watch Miss Rachel, and she said her first word within the first 3 days of watching. Clearly, parents are able to simply change the channel, but not before leaving Cocomelon a massive amount of dislikes. They've therefore earned the title, the absurdly popular kids show parents hate, and Cocomelon has actually responded to the criticism that explain our shows are not intended to replace outdoor playtime or playdates. They have a place in children's entertainment time, and as with food, exercise, etc., it comes down to each parent to find the right and appropriate balance for their children. Our responsibility is ensuring that the quality of the content that we produce is high and beneficial for the development of a child's cognitive and soft skills.
Oh my god. So they're just blaming the parents. They're just like, well, maybe the parents should, control what their kids are watching. Which, I agree with, but like, I'm sorry. Realistically, you're not going to have your eyeballs on your kid 24/7. So, welcome in, Fordham. It ain't wrong if parents are neglecting their children, then that's on them. They aren't wrong to say that, but that's like blaming a drunk accepting a free drink. Yeah, like, I agree. Yeah, parents should be aware of what their kids are watching and stuff, and should be monitoring it and stuff, but realistically, you're not gonna have your eyeballs on your kid 24/7. Like, you're gonna be at work, you're gonna be cooking, you're gonna be cleaning up, you're going to be maybe trying to get some semblance of a little bit of relaxing time in. You're gonna be going to the washroom, you're gonna be having a shower. Like, yeah, kids are gonna be at daycare. Like there has to be. I'm sorry, I don't agree with people who just instantly blame the parents for everything, because, like, yeah, you can't watch your kid 24/7. Like, unless you literally just sit there. Like, you just sit there with your eyeballs on them. You don't move, you don't go eat, you don't do nothing. You just sit there and you watch them. But, yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah. As much as you can, keep them away from it. But, you have to have they can't just blame. They know what they're doing. I don't blame them for everything, but my parents had 6 of us kids and always was monitoring us. Yeah. And, it also depends on how your kid is, too. Some kids are easier to monitor. Some kids are really rebellious. But, they're trying to blame their parents, but they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They just don't want to be. They don't want to be caught or responsible for it.
It is worth adding that our social media communities are filled with stories of parents who experience firsthand how Moonbug content helps their children. Cocomelon does have a crazy amount of supporters, but it's obvious that some of them are simply ignoring the downsides. My baby learned the alphabet and numbers from Cocomelon. She may not speak a complete sentence, but she expresses her wants through phrases. But is it Cocomelon's responsibility to ensure that babies are talking? Well, no. People love blaming cartoons and games for raising children, and not the shitty parents that don't step in to stop them from watching so much. Cocomelon is actually a really sad symbol of parents giving their children tablets instead of actually parenting and interacting with them. Ultimately, parents are the people who choose how much their child consumes.
Oops. Whoops.
My son is almost...
Yeah. Exact. Yeah, slasher. Yeah, I was like, yeah, fair criticism. You know, the parents can't be sitting there 24/7 with their eyeballs on the kid. But it is also not the show's job to educate them and teach them how to talk and all that stuff, you know. So maybe don't shove a tablet in front of your kid's face. Instead of like taking them to the park or something. But on the other hand, you know, the people in Cocomelon know what they're doing. They're just trying to make as much of a profit, and they don't care that their stuff is really, really bad for kids. Damn. Wow. I had no idea. I had no idea it was that bad.